Hello everybody, my name is Rebecca and welcome, and these are my cash challenge chronicles. I always have to be so intentional when I'm about to say that because I always, if you hear me pause, it's because I'm trying really hard to say it properly. Anyway, so I am going to be putting all of my available savings this week into these Randomizer roller dice savings. Just because I don't have a ton that I'm able to, well, that I'm willing, I should say, willing to save this week. So we're just putting it all in here, which means there's just going to be one video this week. Last week we had 3 videos because it was the end of the month. And yeah, so I suppose it all balances out, but yeah, so unfortunately I can't do those other challenges today, but we're gonna have fun. I'm just trying to shuffle them around a little bit. I can't remember anymore like who's had what or like what number I've placed things in before. But anyway, so let's count what I've got. I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So that's good. It's still going to get us quite a few plays. But yeah, I just won't be able to attack any of those other challenges this week. Cool, so here are my 8 challenges. I'm pretty close to finishing Piece of My Heart, so I'm fingers crossed going to finish that this week. But the others still have quite a ways to go. I will say, if I do get to the last note and I haven't been able to cross that off, I'm just going to give it to this one because I really just want that to be done. And then I've got so many more challenges that I want to start, and so I'm just like, I'm ready for you to be done. Okay, let's go. I still find this particular challenge like really exciting, like this format really fun, but it goes by so quickly. Like I just wish I had more to put in it, but that's just the nature of things. Like in America, they'll do, I think they do $2 notes or $1 notes quite often, and so it can stretch further, or they can put in less. Oh my gosh, there's 3 this week that might not have anything. Oh wow, okay. Let's see. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There are just 2 that haven't got anything. I did look back on the video, and last week roller dice wasn't supposed to get anything, but I got confused and didn't want to like reorganize myself, and so I just gave it 5. But I'm going to tuck them in here so that I don't mess that up again. I didn't actually go throughout the week and really condense stuff too much, just because like I said, I don't have a huge amount this week, so I've done a little bit of swapping out, but there's still going to be plenty of 5s, as you can see. So in Sunshine Savings we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 45, 65, $115 out of 200. Feeling good. And next we've got On the Road, and On the Road is getting $15 today. So on the road has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 85 out of 200. So nearly halfway there for this. And it's going towards either saving for a new car or saving for car maintenance, but I can't remember. I think it was saving for a new car. I just want to like get some money aside and accruing some interest. Please excuse the sirens. The weather's been really awful today, and I'm a bit worried about like how many sirens I've heard. But anyway, we've got 5, 10, 15, 20 to put in, which means out of 95, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, 60, 80. So just $15 left. So I might even be able to get this one done next week, which I'm really craving that like dopamine of joy of, you know, getting something accomplished. So let's cross in the blowfish. Another one down. This puzzle piece one, which I started last week, has not got anything this week. That's all right. And at the last second, my mini strawberry savings challenge that I purchased has got a 5, so I can finish this row. So this is just a $40 savings challenge, and I've already saved 10 as of today. So a quarter of the way there. Yes, piece of my heart has gotten 10, which means we've completed it. Oh, that's so exciting. So the last 5, and then that means that we can pick, at the end we'll pick a new challenge to go in its place, and reallocate some of that money to my long-term savings, or somewhere else. Might go back into money jar. But so with this we should now have $80. 5, 10, 30, 80. Yay! So like what has seemed to work out quite well so far for me is when I'm feeling a little bit down about not having a lot of funds to stuff that week, I always seem to be finishing a challenge, and so it works out that I've got something to play with, and I'm getting that sort of thrill and that joy from that completion. So it sort of helps. Nothing for roll the dice today. I think that's also got $40 left on it. And money jar is getting 15. I'm always quite relieved when money jar gets a larger sum, just because this is, I think, the largest by far of any of these ones, and so it's just, it feels good when it's a bigger amount. So now in money jar we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, 60, 160. Out of 400. That's still, I'm still really happy with those savings and my progress on this, and it's gonna feel so good when it's done. So that's the end of those. These are looking pretty healthy, and I'm really happy with the progress that we've made and how close we are to a couple of them. So I want to write in my little book that I've completed this, but I won't show you that because now the book is a bit of a mess. So with this 80 that we've got here in piece of my heart, I think it looks really cute, by the way. I would like to reallocate some of that. So this binder, you haven't actually seen me put anything in it yet, I don't think. But for my debt, I've made it so each one of these is $70, and I would like to cross off one of those today. So this is debt that is money that I owe a family member, and the total amount that I owe her still is $2,150, but for me to divide that by 30 was going to be some random kind of awkward amount for me to be putting in, so I just rounded it down to 70, and then when I get to the end I can just put it aside and put an extra 50 in it to make the end. But that feels really good to start that off, but it does feel pretty overwhelming and to see how much is left, and yeah, but progress is still progress, and I'm really thankful that I can put in anything, that I have been able to put in something today. Like, it's still a huge achievement for me to be able to put something in. So I think that's all I want to put in here this week. I've got to put the 10 into money jar. So last thing is, what should we put in next? So this is my little book that has other challenges waiting to be used or waiting to be sort of cycled back in. This I wanted to talk about. So when I purchased, wait, let me find it. When I purchased this Focus on the Good tracker, the Etsy seller, Mindful Mode, I think was her name, she sends you like a thank you message and custom does your name as a savings challenge. And so I thought that's really cool and really kind of her. But because my name is 7 characters, there are quite a few circles, and so I was sort of trying to work out, how many would each one be $5? And then I thought, actually, that would take me the whole year. So I've just put it as $1 per circle on my name. And also I love Debtfree. So Debtfree, story time. So Debtfree was the first kind of savings tracker that I ever encountered, really. I think a few years ago I bought this from debtfreecharts.com, and I bought it, or maybe they were free at that point, I don't know, but I got it then, and I got maybe like 20 other ones, and I started filling this out for that overdraft that I was talking about. No, I got this, didn't use it, but then when I was saving for my Disney cruise, I was having this on my wall in my kitchen and using highlighters to color it in, and found that really encouraging and really fun to work through. And you know, that's quite funny, like now I've come back to that, seeing like that was the start of essentially my like savings journey and like change of mind, but I wasn't using cash for that, that was digital. But yeah, I've printed it out again and I've made it smaller so it can fit in here, and I can probably punch some holes in it if I want to stick it in. But yeah, that was my little story time. But yeah, debtfreecharts.com, I love the designs on there, and I've got so many of them as well. Yeah, made them really tiny. I know that Neen uses the little tiny houses one, which I think I have as well, but I personally just loved the Debtfree one, just found it so cool. So even though I've talked about the Debtfree one heaps, I think I would actually really like to do little tiny trees. So I will make each one of the tiny tree doodles $1, and then it should save me $100. So let's put in the first 5. Cool, so that's going to be fun once that is filled in. I did some autumn colours in there. So the first 5 for that. Now let's put them back in my binder. So that is the end of my savings today. Thank you so much for joining me. Next week we'll have a fair bit more and I'll be able to actually stuff both lots of challenge binders, and I'm really looking forward to that. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a lovely week. Ka kite. Why do I sound Japanese when I say that?